What's up guys, Steven here with Beyond Clean. It's another educational video. What I'm going to be doing is a quick two-step paint correction on this. I'm not going too crazy because the client actually just paid for a one-step, but just looking at the vehicle, I know that's not going to get what I want to get to. So I'm aiming for about a 75% improvement upon how it looks, and just doing a quick two-step should fix that. What I mean by quick is that when you're going over the paint, you count it by passes. So left to right, up and down, left to right, up and down, left to right, up, down one, left to right, up, down two. Traditionally, on a true two-step, I would do that 6 to 8 times. So the first thing after you wash, clay bar, iron, decon the paint, which was already done, is you need to get a paint depth gauge. You can get one for like 80 bucks like this one, all the way up to hundreds, which to me, something like this is fine, which I got from Amazon. So pretty much what I'm gonna check is the paint depth. So he's at 4.89. 4.69, 3.99, 4.20, 3.51. So it's not horrible, but it is relatively low. Not too low, but a little low. Traditionally, you want to be anywhere 5 and up, especially on a vehicle. This is a 2019 Sierra Denali 2500. And then it's also important to know the paint that you're working on. So this is GM. GM paint is very finicky, very finicky. It's hard to get hazing out. I mean, well, it's not hard for me, but it's harder than other vehicles to get haze out. That's GM across the board, whether it's this, whether it's Cadillac, the Corvettes, it doesn't matter. The paint is really finicky. So you get an expertise knowing what type of paint type you're working on, and there's no set law. You really just get expertise on it the more you do. So Porsche, BMW, Mercedes, Audi, you know that's going to be thinner on the paint. Lamborghini, Ford is thick, etc. You get to learn different thickness of the paint, of the clear coat, how hard the paint is, etc. That's a whole nother video that I can get into. So because I've dealt with a lot of GM paint, I already know the process. And I did a test spot. I did the whole passenger side already, so this is now the driver's side. So I know that I'm going with 3D, and I have a lot of luck with this system. Rupes has a good system. I have a lot more Menzerna compounds and polishes, but working on GM paint, this has never failed me yet. So I'm first going to do it with ACA 510. Hopefully that focused on there. And this is going to be my compound, my first stage. And then I'm gonna follow it up with ACA 520. Obviously this is the polish, so this is my second stage. Now I'm combining them with the first step. We're gonna go through with a wool pad on a 15mm throw DA, and then I'm gonna be on a microfiber for my polish with a 21mm throw. So this is just a quick demonstration of the results. If you can look here, I'll zoom in and come in a little closer. The paint looks horrible. It really looks horrible. If you look at it, this does not look good. Just look at that. Let me go ahead and move this back a little bit. So if you look at this, it looks horrible. Hopefully this picks it up. So there's a ton of surface scratches. Look how soft the paint is there. Ton of surface scratches on here. It just looks bad. So we're going to go ahead, like I said, start with 510. This is called priming the pad the first time. Normally I do 4 dots, but when I am the first time I'm touching the paint, the polish of the body, I go a little bit more, not too much. Less is better. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Once you get started with the compounding, I want to be at about 5.5 on the DA. But when I first start, I actually start at 2 just to spread the compound in. Okay, so now that I got the compound spreaded, now I'm gonna go straight to 5. You really wanna be about 4.5, but I do 5. And now I'm just gonna go to town on this area. I'm probably gonna do about 3 passes. Again, I'm not aiming for a true 2-step because obviously that's not what the client paid for. And it would take me a heck of a lot longer than even this is adding about 2 hours. So Okay, so that was just one pass. And I'm just going to do this little area. We're not going to make this too long of a video. So, not sure how good this is picking up. But if you even look here, you can see all this haziness here. You're not going to see any haziness here. And this is a compounded. So this doesn't look very clear because of the compound. So all this did was get rid of the scratches. Okay, we'll do that. Look at that. Whole bunch of scratches, right? And then we go here. Not much scratches. Okay. Now I'm going to go behind it with a polish. So again, as I said, typically you want to do test spots, but I already know what I'm working with because I've already done one side and I have a lot of experience working with GM paint. So now I'm plugging in my 21 millimeter. Okay. And when you do a polish, you can go a lot faster. Even that, when I was just doing that compound, was a little bit faster than you technically want to be. But because I've done so many, I kind of know where I stand as far as what I can get away with and whatnot. So anyways, so with the polish, as you can see, same thing. When I first start, I put a lot. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to start at one spread. And this is not plugged in. I plugged in the wrong one. I plugged back into 15. Do as little bit of editing as I can on this one. All right, so that's it. That is literally it. That's a quick two-step that is not going for perfection. Just wanted to look a lot better than what it looked like if I'd have just polished it. Now again, even with this camera I'm recording, which isn't the best, I'm using my pocket and just coming close, you can just tell the difference. Let me show you. All right, so this is, I have not started that. Look how bad that looks. This isn't dirt, these are scratches. Paint looks horrible. Look how good this looks. Horrible. This is about a 75%, 80% increase. Again, we're not going for perfection. I typically aim for about a 70% fix on paint when I'm just doing a one step. When I'm doing a two step, I try to get closer to 85%, but this looks really good. So hope you guys learned a little bit. Again, that's just a really quick two-step paint correction. There's levels to it. I mean, I can go more aggressive with the compound. Again, I only did about 3 passes, I believe. I could really triple that. We can use a more aggressive pad. We can use a rotary. You can go a lot crazier. This was nothing. That's just a quick two-step. But I just want to show you what can be done without going to the extreme and without charging your clients more, which in my opinion, the most important thing is to how can I give my clients the best look without charging them for everything. And that's worked for my business and myself, and how I pride myself on giving my clients the best option and not just milking every dime. And he didn't want to pay for a two-step. That's fine. Did this, just some speaking with him, you know, a little bit conscious on price. I know you wouldn't want to pay another $500. It's a work truck also. Anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed. Any questions, let me know and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.